Okay, Pavel, here we are to our topic.
Mm-hmm.
Imbibing Tantra, Tantric principles or Tantra techniques or imbibing Tantra into lifestyle, in our own lifestyle. And we are dealing with sudden enlightenment techniques, which is categorized as the highest, second highest, like the most highest has no technique at all, like everything is a technique. Here we are still involved with something, which is the last age of the mind, like the limit of the mind. At the boundary line limit of the mind can think or comprehend it. Technically thinking about it, that enlightenment, like maybe if you sell, everybody wants it. If you sell it as a package, who doesn't want enlightenment? Like, and if you define that after that you become unquestionable authority and all the knowledge belongs to you, that means the power and the respect. So everything is at the pinnacle. So who doesn't want it?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody succeeds. And particularly in a sudden way. Theoretically, anybody can be enlightened any moment. With this point of potentially, we all are God, logically. If you think with this principle, so logically, we all are God. God is omnipresent, and we can experience this God any moment of, and in transcendental way, not like an imminent way of little bit energy flowing through my hands. Oh, God consciousness, no? Imbued consciousness. And you can enjoy, yes, God is flowing. This is imminent God, but transcendent, beyond, not imminent. So who can succeed? Question is this. And why? We don't go in why people are not succeeding. We just talk positively. Who can succeed? So in this form, where we are going beyond, going beyond means we are ready to experience a world. Objectively, when I'm watching something one time, there is nothing. Then what? Then there is an experience. This is what we are saying, truth or bharava, or is filled with energy, it's not filled with energy. Different way of experiences. And when we are saying that we can include this experience in our lifestyle, just like chai and tea and breakfast, lunch and dinner, moving around as a part of our lifestyle. To sit early in the morning with the sun and have a green tea and spend half an hour time without worry is a part of lifestyle. It's part of. So if we want this kind of things, sudden enlightenment, living a lifestyle where this taste of this enlightenment suddenly appearing here and there in the life, and it's a common. You are not flabbergasted or you are not shocked and you need therapy to, oh, such, oh, I was in illusion, and you are beating yourself or some whatsoever. Here it's just like normal, like me and you talking. And in during the talk, having suddenly glimpse of truth, and that is okay. That is state of being, that is state of life. We can call it a divine lifestyle. A divine lifestyle is filled with insights and enlightenment here and there in very ordinary phenomena. You can call it a divine lifestyle. So who can enter into this? See the, and here we need to categorize the meditators. And the awareness, if someone can hold what I'm talking about and what we are going to talk about in 45 minutes, if this makes sense to anyone, can hold it. Because we are going to the, using the mind to the boundary lines, even during the talk, just at the end. And fundamental principles. Right? You can go beyond it anytime. In the beginning, when we try to meditate in transcendental way, people have very much experience of Buddhist walk, vipassana, like when you go and you say walk. So this awareness matters. When you're walking, say somebody can be meditative. Say person says what to do, how to be mindful, how to be conscious. Okay, put your ankle first and slowly put the toes and feel mindfulness. So I am learning meditation, transcendental meditation, which can lead me to the void, the shunya. And for this, practicing mindfulness, awareness of what? Awareness of weight falling here and there, like yoga people develop their awareness by alignment, weight, gravity, centeredness. They're maintaining their awareness in Tai Chi, in movements. These are the awareness point. Where you become, oh, I become unconscious. This is not aligned. I'm not sensing my body. This is not aligned. Oh, this curve is not like this. This is not a straight line. So everything you have already decided, and then you are measuring your awareness according to that. This is in the harmony with this structure, a pattern which I'm consciously tracing. In this way, we build up. So what we are aware of it, energy flow, the movements, the relaxation, the joy, the harmony, we are aware of it. And that awareness teaching us we are right or wrong. This is the awareness of right and wrong, which teaches you to explore the knowledge. Any knowledge is challenge until you don't know what is right and what is wrong. Like you are singing. So you can keep on singing whole life and practicing a patterns or one or many patterns. You will not be a magician. Until you can have a sense, oh, this is right and this is wrong. If you have this much, you can become a magician. And then after, the subject is not a challenge. So knowing immediately when I'm wrong, that's the awareness. And we practice it technically, putting anything positive. Like mantra therapy or mantra people, Rama Rama, Mara Mara, Om Namah Shivaya or anything. If you use it for enlightenment process, though this is not a highest sudden enlightenment technique, it is a gradual process. It will take you slowly, slowly, but one day when it will reach. So this mantra process, like a gradual way going, and if you want to use the same mantra, Om Namah Shivaya one time and enlighten. So you see, and people here start to think, oh my God, somebody billion times, somebody million times, somebody only one time. What is this discrimination? So there is no discrimination. It's the law of holding awareness. The capacity to hold awareness gives you area to explore about the truth. If you can hold awareness about what breath, then you are moving and holding awareness about breath. When breath becomes erratic and you are moving, you say, oh, I wasn't aware. This movement happened unconsciously. Let me do it consciously. So same pattern over the years, 12 years, somebody practicing 20 years, somebody, what is that you are exploring? Though they are gradual technique, from physical to this, but what you are exploring through the awareness. And what you are heightening, the awareness. So how what can be a universal technique? Just pure understanding, nothing else. Because if you do something, you get involved in the processing of the mind. No? If you do something, and then it's a different process. This is not a sudden enlightenment technique. Anyway, you are and messing with the mind. Anyway. And beyond mind, if we go, then everything is a technique. Can be used for sudden enlightenment. Anything. The heightened awareness should be intelligence, because you have to awaken intelligence. So awareness will be about the intelligence. You are witnessing your intelligence. Try to understand the height. You are a witness of your intelligence movement. Not physical, no? It's very easy in Hatha Yoga, in the movement. So awareness you build up with alignment, weight falling, gravity center, no? Straight line, curved line, many ways. Force centers, active force, passive force. This all awareness is building up, very easy. And you can say, I'm a witness of my body. I'm knowing my body. I'm observing it, how the which nerves is flowing, going to navel, which going to vertebra, which is going to ear, which is going to eyes, how the energy is moving. All patterns, you can be fully alive to diagnose it and make a diagram out of it without any camera. You can draw the lines, the energy movements of nerves and nadis. But this is physical awareness. Keep on growing to that point. So these all sudden enlightenment techniques which can be absorbed, and life can be glimpses of enlightenment, morning till night, on anything. And you know the trick. When we are talking about this universal, then we need to go beyond Hindu, Muslim practices, caste, creed, church, God, angels. Drop all the bundle aside. Dropping all. The question is here, who? So awareness point, intelligence, we know the job of intelligence. When it will move, it will determine the mover. Who will move? A conscious, intelligent act is descending from intelligence to ego. So if intelligence will move, not the body, just intelligence moving in understanding. When intelligence moves, it will build up understanding. Right, wrong. If it is awakened intelligence, it's right. And it's not, we say it's wrong. So intelligence move. The movement of intelligence, someone is observing. Someone is observing that intelligence, otherwise you don't notice. A movement you will notice. So intelligence moved, and the first movement will be to determine the ego, who I am. And then the act, what to do. So first it determines a character. So it will determine some part of ego or whole ego. So the here is awareness is observer, observing how intelligence creating ego. So the question is not, question is who is doing the things? Who will do that? Who will move? Who is moving? In that sense, anything is a technique. Now, technically, we go, we will recite only once the name of any God I want to see. Right now, I don't have time for millions of time to recite the mantra and that. I want to recite only one time Om and want to experience it. Formless God, or the God in sound, God beyond sound, whatsoever. Jesus, I want to know Jesus. Ave Maria. You can take any name. It doesn't matter what name. And you can meditate. And you will not have any time is right time. It will take few seconds, few minutes to practice. So this way, if your awareness is heightened this much, if you can hold this awareness, this technique works. Otherwise, you just listen and goes, it doesn't work. People who are enlightened and who have been, they are more smart. They say, oh, many people cannot practice it. So what they did, they linked the highest to the lowest.
Oh.
And that's three techniques we are going to explore. They are highest, but anyone can practice it even on the lowest scale of either kinesthetic, either auditory or visual. That's why I'm making a background. But who will attain it, even though based on this, when you are kinesthetic or you are more, whatever strength, sense organs you have, can you hold the awareness to that level? Imagine observing how intelligence building you. Body mind, here doesn't matter. We go beyond it, we drop it, because neither we are in Bakari in the sense, neither we are in Madhyama processing of the mind. Beyond that, you have to hold the awareness just, and even beyond intelligence. These techniques are beyond, no? Beyond intelligence. But little bit is there. If you want to have a glimpse, what is beyond your intelligence, you are always limited, we are always limited. But to taste that intelligence which is beyond us, it's just a glimpse, a 1 second or 2 seconds, and let it be scattered in our life here and there. So many things we are doing in the lifestyle. So holding that awareness, and very simple, I'm giving you a universal background theory and understanding about these practices. We can go specifically later. It's a diagnosis process, who will do what. But this understanding should be to all, because it's on intelligence level, or the intelligence level is only understanding works, nothing else. Technique doesn't work. How to do doesn't work. The step-by-step process remembering doesn't work. Mind pattern doesn't work. What works is the essence, one drop of understanding which you have. That much, you know? Like the essence of a flower, you can say. The pure understanding. This is God, or this is my experience. This is my understanding in one line. So, like suppose, and anything you can make a God. Yeah. Fan, electric bulb, towel, wife, husband, children, any name can do. Technically, yes. Traditionally, we go for Om, so, this. But here is an understanding, and you can approach it outside, inside, both of them. See, I am going to say Pavel. One word. So before I will say, I can say unconsciously, Pavel, my mind is somewhere else, and then Pavel, no? Different tone. If I want to be enlightened and say Pavel, forget about Shiva and Shakti. No, I choose to say Pavel and become enlightened. And what a lifestyle awareness I should hold here. The question is, who is pronouncing this mantra? Now, this is Pavel. But the moment we take it on the course of enlightenment, this will become a mantra. Don't you understand? So your own name can become a mantra to make you enlightened. Even your own name. But enlightenment, you can go through an experiences of Shakti. That's a different matter. But the Shiva, upholder of this energy, the center of this energy, the cause of that it's having existence at the center. If you want to experience that, then any name is a name. So your awareness point is, who is going to speak this mantra? Who? Now you don't find this who. If you meditate, if who will not move, you will not sense. Try to understand each element has two states, in dynamic and static. Mind moving, mind not moving. Intelligence moving, intelligence not moving. It's just vibrating at its place or it's going a movement. When we become aware who, you won't find ego. Because in this process, intelligence is not determining. You are observing how intelligence is determining the ego who will speak. The question is, you have not spoken. Determination is who will call the God. Question is not what is God and what is not God. Question is inside, who will call the God? So it doesn't matter you recite Veda or abuse or this or that. The question is here, who will do it? If you decide to make an act, I am going to utter the name of the God. The awareness point is, who is going to utter it?
Yes, and then the consciousness create the ego of prayer. Who will pray for the God? So to pray for the God, consciousness should create a ego of prayer. Then
Whatsoever, each person can go to his own experience. We are going bottom line of universal aspect of the practicing this phenomena, imbibing Tantra into lifestyle, and particularly sudden outburst of intelligence, sudden burst of creativity in day-to-day life. So whosoever, you will find somebody. And this somebody spoke the mantra. And what happened in response? When this somebody spoke this mantra, this somebody experiencing something. So what happened after you uttered the mantra? It is a process. So this becomes a play in your life, or the conscious practice or conscious living, imbibing in the lifestyle, if you start to enjoy the process. Very simple. Who is going to utter? So 3 states you are observing, all inside just with one name of God. You can choose any name, but name of God, you become more more trusting, more enthusiastic. Oh God, somebody beyond me. So name of the God is very nice, but you can choose any name. All the name is the name of the God, provided you trust and have reverence and respect for it. So here, the phenomena, observing phenomena, is someone is going to do something. That's it. He is not doing anything, but determined to do exactly this act. So the act which going to happen is fully determined. So mind has no role to play. It's determined act, no strategy. Only intelligence and ego and consciousness. So on the subtle level of consciousness, which is behind everything, the final regression point, the observer. Whatsoever your capacity of observing. But this is your observer. And if it is looking at the intelligence, this observer is not the intelligence. An act is determined, you are going to produce the name of God. You have not produced it. So somebody is producing the name of the God. There is a state of somebody before, produce the name of the God, and the state of this somebody again. This body changed or remained same? Next time. Next time you're going to speak the same word, same mantra. This time, is the same person or the person changed?
Change.
So 2 words.
Change.
2 words. One, before you speak. In this world, whatever you perceive. Then you went through the process that is not important, that is in Madhyama. After you stop the mantra. Now what? Again, you are, what change? What you are experiencing. So this process you keep on imbibing in your life. Whenever you want to act in movement or do something, awareness is who is going to do it. Now this, who is doing it? And after that act, what happened to this person who did it? And how intelligence is building ego, determining the ego through this movement. And ego is going through an experience. This is the height of awareness. If you want to imbibe sudden enlightenment techniques, outburst of insights in simple, ordinary life, a pure understanding and universal act awareness. This acting with consciousness. We can act with body, we can act with mind, act with ego, act with intelligence, act with nature, and we can act out of consciousness.
I realized that any action we can act as a god, So first we extract the knowledge, the information, then we create the sound, then we expand the sound, then we kill the sound, and then we forget the. So it's like 5 action of the god. And also I
You can see
realized,
also that way, analytical way. This
yes,
is
and also
analytical vision of the tantric way.
yes, and also I realized that when we produce the name of the god, uh, we also at the same time we create ego of who is listening this name. So you
Now,
cannot
when you
produce the
apply
name.
this technique,
Yes,
yeah, please.
yes. When you listen the name, you produce the name of the god. You listen this name, and then you have to understand that you make the correct pronunciation of this name. So it's minimum 3 more ego created. The ego of who is speaking, who is listening for this inside of you and outside of you. It's also another ego is created, the listener. And then the ego of understanding, because okay, if you pray for the God, God should understand your words.
Yeah, ego is a claiming agency here, which claims. So whatever
Mhm.
you do, you don't do, it keeps on claiming. I slept, I eat, I meditated, I this, I that, and in this he can act the actor. I am a meditator, I am a sleeper, I am a eater. This way, ego creates the identification and claim the act. The important point here is that these two words, yes, you one way you see the drama of ego changing. No? Is the consciousness is it brings its presence and everything starts to change. It bring in this presence, false starts to die. In the presence of consciousness, anything not right in intelligence will start to disappear. Anything not right in ego structure, false, starts to disappear. Anything not in harmony in mind starts to disappear. That's the consciousness. It just, in this light, darkness starts to dispel, garbage starts to be cleaned. It happens automatically. So this is nothing we have to decide consciously to kill someone or to do. It's an automatic process. Just building the awareness, just like breath. There are two pauses, inside, outside, but we don't notice it because we are not aware of it. So in this process, it's also we don't notice it, but actually this is unconscious process happening. Even you are not aware, practicing not enlightenment or tantra in your lifestyle or yoga, but process happening unconsciously the same. You are about to do something, you are doing it, and after doing it, you are relaxing in the pause. The two pauses always there, before and after. Breath coming in, before, after, breath goes out. Two, in any act will happen with the breath, with the thought. One thought is coming, another thought will come. Between there is a void. Same like breath, but we are not aware. For this, we have to heighten the awareness to find the gap. So this universal techniques goes with gap so that you don't have any ideal figure. And you don't have any ideal mantras for that. You can use anything, any act. Now we are going beyond this event, Sambhava techniques. When you go to the full height, without any technique, without any support, then you go with your pure understanding. So in this understanding, any act will have a two pause. any movement on any element or sense organs or any criteria, any movement presupposing two gaps, one before, one after. So here, the process not important at all. What name you uttered, how long it was, how short it was. Are you aware of the two gaps? Then it becomes a universal technique beyond all scriptures. Anupaya, the fourth. Three categories, one on sense organs, one on mind processing, third one was beyond that, and the fourth one. This is becomes the fourth one. Anything can give you a glimpse of enlightenment. Hold the awareness there. Any act.
Yes. It doesn't matter what act.
Doesn't
just
matter.
Any.
Yeah. So act becomes irrelevant and you become absolutely free. This we call liberated alive. Not after that. You cannot put a question mark which act will bring me enlightenment and which act will not make me enlightened. You went beyond duality, beyond qualities, beyond actions, beyond scriptures, beyond and beyond everything. All the bondage you transcend.
It's very beautiful. Yes.
This is one way. If you can imbibe this much height, this is the maximum height of a divine lifestyle, liberated alive. And then you say, no, then all this sambhava you start to enjoy. And all these techniques becomes your fun. There is not Shiva. No. The last end. So you start to enjoy, contemplate these techniques and live in your life. And then and find they are like this. So this is Shambhava and BILT. The fourth one is not like in this book, not there, but there are some other books, descriptions about this, beyond this Vigyan Bhairav Tantra, other techniques. The fourth ones. Here it's only three categories. So there are also fourth ones. I'm just including it. On principle basis, that this is the basic principle of if you want to practice the final, the ultimate, provided this is the holding awareness. Yeah. Hold your awareness to that much subtle heart. Then you don't need any techniques. You don't need any books. Don't need any particular act to make you satisfied or to make you realize. So this we call freedom. Otherwise, bondage. Otherwise, people feel, oh, I am bondage. I'm limited. I'm bounded. I have malas. I have dirt. I should be purified. Until you think like this, it remains like this, you are determining. It's your intelligence determining who you are. And enjoying becoming better. That's the intelligence. First, it's determining itself, who am I, how bad I am, what are the bad qualities I have, then act for it, and then decides it, oh yes, you improved better than yesterday. If you keep on moving like this, you are in the right path and you will become enlightened. Just keep on doing it. And the same intelligence determines what is enlightenment, how far away you are, how much you should practice, and ego starts to claim it. In this scenario is the infinite time to spend here. To spend in this process, in this processing unit, you can be billions of years, trillions of years in this processing unit, and in the process will be never ending. If you will, if your ego will start to claim the process and build up upon that, then it's an infinite process, infinitely. And this is the way to go.
Yes, and I think it's also possible to apply as a therapeutic technique.
Therapy happens over the margin. If you apply this highest technique, therapy happens by itself. You don't need to do the therapy. Like in the morning, I was improvising meditation, how to center the mind. People who were reporting that everything is happening smoothly, and even the lower back pain started to reduce. So it was 100%, so 30% the person lost in 10 minutes. After that, he could feel the back pain 70%. So this is not our point to release lower back pain in meditation, but it happens on the margin by itself. The health and the psychosomatic system will be bridged. It's just happening on the margin. If you are meditating on this height of awareness, then mind, body, and ego comes in harmony by itself. Yes, if you are working only on the body, you might not be able to bring mind in harmony. If you are watching the ego directly, then your mind and body will be in harmony by itself over the margin. You don't need to do anything to bring health to your psychosomatic issues. If you can, intelligence can see the ego directly, then mind and body in harmony. This intelligence cannot determine the ego properly, then mind body comes in conflict. Then mind starts to determine who am I, and finds conflict that intelligence determines this is I am. Mind observes, looks like this is not I am. So gives the feedback to the intelligence, look to the ego, look, this is not you are. The ego says, shut up, find another logic. And this is Maya, enmeshing the samsara. Only this much. This flow of act and energy, it builds up the samsara. And enlightenment, just doing nothing, just watching it and seeing that when I'm aware fully, there is no space for ego. It's just the pure act. Only two voids, act void, and appearing two voids, or appearing to act. This is a waveform continuing. And this is a, if I want to go beyond my intelligence, do not pay attention to this middle, what is happening. The another dimension door is this void. This is beyond my intelligence. Through my intelligence, I can only observe the wave. That's which is sparking. But space, I am not holding it. So why not to hold the space and be unconcerned about this wave? So my
Yes,
state of I in this void then an act, and then another void, then I realize, oh, my state of intelligence changing with each void. And then this is another dimension. Now, my intelligence is becoming awakened. Now, from this dimension, I can see everything crystal clear.
Yes, and it's like you can see from up the ocean and the waves of the ocean, and you can see where this waves is moving, and also you can correct these movements.
Oh, you can correct, or they start to be corrected by itself. I tell you, you don't need to. If you hold your just awareness and don't worry about anything else. Everything else you are just watching. You are watching, oh, how this ego is afraid. Before I say you now one time and you will be enlightened. Now you see ego is afraid whether I will become enlightened, not enlightened. Before you are going, there's a complete process going on. There's no void. You are watching that, and then before and after, before and universal understanding about imbibing the principles and the wisdom and beyond all the techniques. Anything you make a unit. You are someone going to take shower, and someone has taken shower already. One, he was in a pause to prepare for it. Now he is in a pause, he has done it. Before you are going to eat, a complete silence should be there, and full determination of the intelligence who is going to eat. And after eating finished, a small pause to determine now what happened to this person.
Yes, and it is like a medicine.
We are not bothering about it because we are not in Madhyama. We are not giving therapy. This will happen by itself. All which in Madhyama you have to work for it and prepare a mind, think of medicine, convince yourself, do positive affirmation, do self-hypnosis, read books about it, do swadhyaya, so many work. But here nothing. This all will happen by itself over the margin. So that's why we say that you must try a highest.
Yeah, the one question, it's very important. Why it is so difficult to use so simple techniques? Do you think it's some kind of block in people or mind, or it's
we say grace. Very simple. We have no answer. We say some people are graced, some are not. Or some people trying without something else, like trying to fit the wrong key. Their categorization, we call it, their intelligence is deceived. They are not in the height of that awareness. They cannot maintain, and somehow doesn't want to feel and asking wrong feedbacks from the mind. You can get caught anywhere. So actual determination, exactly. There is nothing lower and higher if you're getting caught like this. So that's how the 3 more techniques in the coming same week, practicing the same principles, going beyond, but beginning from the very basics, like anyone can do it. But you need to hold on now from this to this and immediately keep on living and keep on moving. Beginning with very gross and ending up beyond. Going through the processing unit of the mind, sensation of the body, processing unit of the mind to the outer core, and then transcending. So coming 3 weeks, we can practice in 3 ways, letting people know to whom which will work. And this is the fourth. Anything?
Yes. Well, thank you. Thank you. It's very high and it's very useful. I mean, and then you realize that anything can be the technique, and you can enjoy. I think this joy of understanding is very important because and understanding gives you the wisdom, because you don't need to change anything in you or outside. You just need to
It should be
understand.
coming as a realization,
Yes.
experience, and then it becomes an understanding. Not
Yes.
intellectual, but experiential. Like one is the intellectual understanding, logically true, rationally true, experimentally true, but one is experientially true. Experientially true. That is pure understanding. On this basis, you will build up the awareness.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.
See you tomorrow.
See you. See you.